John David Berdahl is making big strokes in the community with both his paintbrushes and his work as a mental health advocate. So he's here today to tell us some more about what he does and ways that it can be a little bit therapeutic. So welcome back.
Well, thank you very, very much.
Yes.
It's great to be back. I do believe I'm wearing the same clothes I wore last time.
You may have it. And the bracelets.
Oh, yes.
Never forget the bracelets.
Yes, yes. I hand these out to students and members of audiences that I do lecture to and present to. So,
oh, I love that. So we love art. We love art.
Love
like
it.
Marlon and I just love to do a good art project. And it can be fun, but it can also be beneficial to someone's mental health. Can you tell us why?
Oh, yes. Well, yeah, a lot of people don't think that the visual arts can help them process something that's occurred, especially like trauma. And aren't we undergoing so much of that, you know, in small ways and in big ways nowadays? And yeah, so a lot of that can get out. We can get in tune with our feelings, and that's what we're going to be kind of doing later. But yeah, and coming to terms, coming to grips with certain diagnoses, right, and certain situations, certain events and circumstances, you know, in a very healthy way, in a very flexible way, in a very natural way.
I love that.
Yeah.
So I know that you had a diagnosis. So how has that affected you and helped you with the painting?
Oh my gosh, yeah. So I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome at 30, and now that's been folded into autism spectrum disorder. Okay, and so how that's helped me with painting. Gosh, when people say something kind of like, well, that looks like crud, I don't know how to be offended by that. This brain doesn't know how to.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't experience emotions, and I don't experience life that way. So I guess that's a boon. That's a gift where people are like, oh, that's.
Some of
you know.
us wish we had that.
Right?
Sure, sure. And so I know the distinction now between like opinions and feedback, and I teach that too, the difference between the two.
That's so interesting for you to see all of these different perspectives, because you had mentioned to me just a short time ago that you're very literal minded. So while somebody may make a comment that, you know, we think we're just joking or it's just off the cuff, but you're perceiving it differently. You're perceiving it as, but this is what you're telling me to do. So that's so interesting, and what a great perspective for you to come from in order to be able to help other people. So what are some other ways that paintings can help benefit people?
Oh, yes, yes. Well, they can really acknowledge the identity that they're supposed to have, because it's the work that they make, you know, and not that others make. And they can say, that's mine. You know, I've created this, and they can talk about it, and they can talk about themselves. You know, and that's what I do. I just encourage that so much. Let's talk about you. You know, because some people will say, hey, quit being so selfish with your art. It's like, no, 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 be selfish, you know, because it's constructive. You know, it's constructive, not destructive. You know, so go ahead and do it.
So let me ask you this, who's your favorite artist?
Oh my gosh. Here you trying to be ready for everything, and I didn't
Because your
anticipate that
paintings
question.
and sketches are beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you. I suppose, gosh, so autism for me, I don't know how to have favorites, because that's, again, an emotional sort of, and that's not me,
That
you know,
makes
like,
sense.
not answering your question. The one that I guess I look at the most, it was the Impressionists, I guess that movement, you know, that really inspired me, and I had thought I was supposed to paint like Monet. Okay? And that's what this brain, it's like, oh, I saw a Monet painting and I painted one, and someone had said, that's really great. So it's like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. You know?
Wow.
So I just did that. I just kept painting like Monet. And so I guess I'll side with, or I guess I'll choose Monet, Claude
That's
Monet.
fantastic. Well, we are excited about this. We're actually going to take a pause, we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to paint with you.
Yes.
Because I have a lot of feels that we got to paint
Right,
out
paint
some
out.
feels.
Oh, yes, yes.
Stay tuned.